Yes. Yes. Fucking back. I'm not going to say that I'm guaranteeing that this is going to be a good one because I don't know if all of our technological stuff is ready. Jared, dude, the boys are back. It's all the boys. It's only dudes. It's only dudes. You guys better be cracking beers. We don't need chicks. That's right, the cock talk. Chicks are lame. Have you guys seen this Aboriginal headdress behind me? Yes. Yes. The boys are back. The boys are back. I've got so many stories I want to tell you guys. There's so many things I want to say. But I just want to appreciate and bask in the level of boyhood we got right now. All these dudes. Man. That's right, guys. We don't need those stupid girls dragging us down. Losers. Oh, lame. How's my mic doing, guys? Just want to make sure that I'm not popping and cracking. By the way, this is pure concentrate. You know, and they're like, hey, sweet child, like you got to mix it with water. None of that. Mainline into the veins, boys. Yeah, so true, Ryan. They suck. I don't think it's coming through the mic. It's not coming through the mic? There's no way. Let me check my settings. Audio, MacBook Air, default, microphone. Is this not working? It's not coming through the microphone. You guys can hear me just fine. I need you guys to know. It sounds like maybe coming through the laptop. Shit. We're testing it again. Guys, honestly, if this doesn't work out, we blame the girls. MacBook Air built-in, reduce, speaker, external headphones. All right, whatever. What about now?
Not now. Is this better? What about now? Enhance? Better? Yes! Yes! Ah, dang it. There's a girl in here now. Fuck. All right, everybody, change your tune. Say something different. All right, cool. Let me just give you guys a story. I'm in Australia. We're going to bring up Google Maps. Google Maps. Enhance. We're going to Maps. We're going to go present. I'm going to show you guys where I'm at. This is a crazy place. And the only reason why I'm telling you guys this is because this is the boys channel only. Oh, yeah. Do you guys see this right here? This place called 𝗬𝗠 Head. This might as well be called 𝗬𝗵 Head. I have never seen more hot chicks in my entire lifetime. From this, like, 2 over here, 𝗕𝗏𝗕𝗏 Alley, all the way up to 𝗕𝗵𝗵 Beach, which we all know what happens at 𝗕𝗵𝗵 Beach, boys. It is honestly the freakiest amount of babes I've seen in my entire life. I'm somewhere here in 𝗬𝗵 Valley. And, you know, I travel the world for sports, but let's just be totally honest. I'm really just checking out the babes. I've been everywhere. I've been everywhere you could possibly imagine. Not a lot of babes in Greenland. Tons of babes in London, New York City, Malibu, Los Angeles, you know, Kuala Lumpur. Lots of babes in the south of France. But hands down, we've been lied to. We've been lied to. We live in the United States where they're like, it's the best. Well, it kind of is the best at some things. Like, we got American football. It's better than European football. We've got McDonald's. We are the founders and the originators of McDonald's, which basically means we're the best. But then there's the babes. And let me tell you guys, the babes here are on another level. Like, you know when there's like a ruler and it goes to 12? Or do you guys remember in Spinal Tap when the audio system goes to 11 and like most go to 10? The babes here go to 11. I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm going to leave it at that. There are burly babes. There are burly babes. I'm going to go into the show notes for a second. Oh, guys, by the way, I've got billions of horse videos. It's going to take me about 45 minutes to go through all these videos, but there's one that I want to bring up right away. Damn it. I knew they were going to take that down. It was a video of a sheep just dominating a small child. And hold on. I'm going to need to do something for 2 seconds so I can set the show up properly. So I came down here to come race in Brisbane. I'm going to be doing pro singles this Saturday. I'm going to be doing mixed doubles on Sunday. If everything's going well, we're going for gold. And when I say going for gold, we're going for a world record. Joanna, if you guys haven't seen her, she's like Godzilla. She's a monster. She breathes fire. She's the fittest woman on the face of Australia. She's probably like the second 𝗕𝗟𝗗𝗦𝗬𝗕 coming in. And I will tell you, is it a place to set a world record? I don't quite know yet because, honestly, it is so hot down here. That is the only thing I don't like about it. Like, I will move back to Greenland and deal with the non-babes to not have to deal with the pain of the heat that I'm encountering every single day. Guys, give me a second while I'm logging into our Instagram. Yeah. This is going to be sick when we get all these horse videos up. You guys are going to be like, whoa, Hunter, we miss you so much. Your horse videos are so fire. Training. Okay. And then we back. Oh, shit. What's with screensavers always going down? At back. 2024. All right, guys. Is it in? Fuck. I screwed that up. Okay, hold on. Give me a second. Let's try it again. Oh, yes, we're in. God damn it. We got a code. Girls, I need a code now. Sorry, guys. Totally blew this. Ah, dude, need a code. You guys talk amongst each other. This show's not about you. Dude, you know that's true, 𝗬𝗨𝗕𝗏. Don't be a dick. We're in a different country. You have to understand the toilets flush in a different direction down here. This isn't supposed to be a high-level production. That's for creepy people like Joe Rogan or like Chris Williamson, all these guys that think they're special about talking. I'm just a dude who was able to afford a small MacBook Air and a headset. I don't pretend to be something that I'm not. I'm a dude. I'm not a podcaster. Don't get punched in the face right now, dude. Honestly, this is called cyberbullying, and I do not care. I do not give a shit. Okay, info. God, this sucks. No, I'm not drinking Coca-Cola, dude. This is some kind of crack drink. Yeah, Chris Williamson's not even an athlete. He's a wannabe. He's just a jabron. Have you guys ever thought about that? We've been having this conversation recently, and I just like don't know where to find good content anymore, good podcasts, because every single dude on the internet is just another dude on the internet regurgitating the same thing. All this like prolific information about some chick who wrote a book or like a dude who like slowly walked across Alaska. And then we have to listen to like all the amazing things that they feel about their emotions and these kind of like mic drop quotes. I'm over it. Just saying. Oh, fuck. Guys, we have to try to log in again. Wait. Are we in? Guys, hold on a second. I think we're in. All right, we're in. Who wants to watch horse videos? Oh, dude, this one, so good. This is a bring back, guys, but I just want you to know that I'm starting with a hard one. As you guys know, horses not only are heavy, but they do yoga. And did you see the mobility on this dude right here? Triple extension. Let me go back here. Now, you guys like CrossFit. Watch this triple extension. That's for you keeping it real. That horse, full vertical, total lockout, triple extension into the body slam. And that is a dead woman. And I've told you guys many times not to trust him. Dude, you guys should have seen this. So I got so angry the other day. If you poke me in the chest, the first thing I will do is I will come back with like lightning and thunder. So I got attacked by a ton of chicks on the internet. And because I posted a video of a horse wrestling, a dude wrestling a horse down. I'm just going to drop this to you guys right now. If you own a horse, you are enslaving a horse. There is not one horse on the planet that wants you to be riding it. These things would kill you if you weren't filling their mouths with like apples and like sugar snaps. They're monsters. It's like the movie Predator. That is what you're riding. And you're trying to control this beast. And I was getting attacked. I was going to do this whole podcast and I decided to drop it. But now that we're speaking privately amongst the guys, yeah, let me go through all these show notes and I'm going to have to just like take about 45 minutes to get them all up. But as I said, you guys speak amongst each other. That's another really good video of animals crushing people. What the fuck is this? All right. Sounds like it doesn't want me to log in to that one. Dude. We got shut down again, guys. We're going to have to call tech support. Damn it. Back to the beginning. Things I did want to really talk about, guys, is 3 world records that got broken at like an insanely high level. 1, 2, and 3. So we got to do this for the boys. Come on, baby. StreamYard presents. Doing this all on a freaking laptop blows. Not going to lie. Not my cup of tea, guys. 𝗕𝗵𝗵𝗸𝗁𝗏 𝗏𝗏. So, homeboy, you know he's the best. Lost the Olympics. Got 4th. Came back. Set a bunch of world records. Then he went and took out 𝗕𝗏𝗕𝗁𝗏, who won the Olympics. Then came back again. But then he got taken out by this guy named 𝗕𝗟𝗓𝗄. This dude 𝗕𝗟𝗓𝗄 set the world record in indoor mile, and then 𝗕𝗓𝗏𝗏 like 5 days later just came back and set the world record. The dude's just a dangerous dude. I have to give it to him. He just seems to somehow gel his hair, wear earrings, and have those kind of like weird ass tattoos, but he pulls it all together. I tried to do it for a season, didn't look nearly as cool. Did not set as many world records. I got 1 last season. I got 1 while wearing piercings and trying to slick back my hair, but then it quickly fell apart. But this guy right here, freak. So doing it for the white boys. Then I just want to bring this up. Another one of the homies, dude. This dude dropped 648K biking from Auckland to Wellington. If we just talk about this, guys, 648K to miles, 402 miles in a day. So all you homies that are out there complaining about basically being like, oh, I did an Ironman. This guy basically did 3 Ironmans. in a day on this little bicycle. And he's such a savage. I mean, look at him. Look at his mullet. So drop dead sexy. And then last but not least, guys, another one for the white boys. 𝗟𝗏𝗄𝗃 just won and set the world record for the 5,000-meter indoor, which is insane. 𝗍𝗏𝗃, who's just like a god in running, basically had this back in 2004, and homeboy came in with the last lap of 44 seconds, which I don't even know if that's possible. No, it's 12:44. Sorry. But he beat the guy by 5 seconds. And I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's happening. You guys can weigh in. But I can't figure out quite possibly how white guys have just all of a sudden became wicked good at track and field. Did we start caring? Did we all of a sudden just pick the right guys for the job? Because it used to be, if you went back, like there was a while, like Frank Shorter won the marathon in the Olympics, and you got people, you got back in the day like 𝗧𝗏𝗏 and who won the Olympics against Prefontaine. And then there was just this era of probably like 30 to 40 years where white dudes did nothing. Zero. I mean, there was the great white hope, Ryan Hall. We love you. We love you, bro. Like, you were dropping some serious heat. But other than that, like, I can't name somebody who really impressed the shit out of me in track and field for probably like the last 30 years who's a white guy. Ingebrigtsen, now in it. Cole Hawker, Jason Kerr, 𝗟𝗏𝗄𝗃. And it's nuts. It's nuts. And I can't get it. Like, I'm honestly just the kind of person who wants to study. I want to learn. I want to figure out where the synchronicities are, what's tying it all together. I got nothing for you boys. And the girls still haven't sent me a security code so I can show you more horse videos. So we're just going to harass the girls while we're on this podcast together, guys. Understand owning a company has nothing to do with success, has everything to do with communication. And if you give two young girls iPhones, it will never work. You can send me that code? You
said you got it.
Nope.
What the hell?
Listen, you're in big trouble, dude.
You literally said you got it.
Need it again.
Try it.
See what I told you guys? It was all boys, and then all of a sudden the girls showed up.
No, dude, you're a hot mess then.
Dude, Cy's here. Cy, back me up a little bit.
That's not helping at all, bro. What the fuck? What is it? What's wrong?
Dude, I don't have any content from us at the Grindstone, unfortunately. If you go to... Did you guys get a code?
828
Yep. 559?
359.
All right. Let's see if the girls pull this off, guys. Save info. Are we in?
What are you even doing?
Trying to work, trying to support the people. Let's see. Hold on. I'm going to test this out. All right, we're in. All right, peace. Guys, I blame all of our problems on the chicks. You guys know this. Let me get some good show notes up. I'm going to dump all this other stuff. We don't need to talk about people setting world records anymore now that we got a plethora of horse videos and just epic records. God, this is such a good record. Let me just share this right here. Dude, this guy basically is Frankenstein. What the hell is his name? Ollie Ziegler, this German dude. He just won the world championship for the 2,000 meter with a 5:37 pull, 1:24 average. He's such a freak. I think, like, you know how, like, large people have, like, weird digits? Like, I bet you his nose is probably the size of my cell phone and his ears too. And there's probably something else about him that's largely creepy too. But dude's a freak. I think that's Shane from Dark Horse Rowing in the background. But this dude won the Olympics for the single skull. Dinosaur of a human being. Absolutely. Absolutely. Bro code number 1, Y chromosome units. Yep, boys, what's up? What's up? We're just going to keep on rattling these things off. Oh, this one screwed me up a ton, but I don't know how to feel about that one right now. Okay, check this out. I'll drop this in the show notes because it's interesting right here, but supposedly this is a study that showed that 50% of the Olympic triathletes are not carb loading. And this is basically the new science that is advanced, where the classic model was 3 to 4 days out, where you went through like a loading phase of about 8 to 12 grams of carbohydrates per kilogram. Now, the most updated model is basically a full day of rest with a really, really high level carb intake at 10 grams of carbohydrates per kilogram, 24 hours before the event. And it's the most effective approach. I start carb loading about 48 hours out, so it's more of this modified model. But just to give you guys some context, like this is potentially 900 grams of carbohydrates for somebody like myself with over a 90 kilogram body weight. So I'm going to drop this in the notes. It's from WOD Science. I think you guys should check it out. Read up on it. What do you think about Rawkovich running with the Kenyans? He's looking strong. I don't know. I don't know enough about what he did up there, but just to give you guys some updates, unless you go up to altitude for a certain stint of time, which is usually over 14 days is the lowest stimulus, 21 days is the optimal stimulus, and higher is better. Basically, what you're doing is you're overloading your body and you're not giving it enough time to adapt, and it's just a waste of time. What you're doing is you're just stressing yourself out and getting no adaptation. So you got to be really careful with people that just go up to altitude. Like I had some people talking to me this week, and they're like, yeah, we were going to go up to altitude and we were going to go do a track workout for like a week, and then we were going to go down to world championships. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't. So the way it works is basically is you go up with the lower levels of oxygen at higher altitudes. What your body does, it starts to make this adaptation. It starts to produce EPO because it realizes that it's being starved of oxygen, and it basically needs to create more opportunities to carry oxygen by producing more red blood cells. And that takes a certain amount of time. Just like if you imagine if you cut your hand, it takes a certain amount of time for it to kind of heal over and heal completely. Your body needs a certain amount of time to do the same exact thing up to altitude. So don't be an idiot. Oh, this one's pretty good. This is really good, actually. So I've been saying this for a long time. I actually have a watch sponsor, 𝗍𝗵𝕋. I'm just going to let you guys know right now, this Stanford study supposedly showed that the majority of these watches were extremely inaccurate as far as their representation of how many calories you were actually burning. And these wrist heart rate monitors tend to be extremely inaccurate. So this one's 20%. Some of these things are like 20% accuracy. And basically, you've got all these people in this like health and wellness world wearing wearables, and they're just claiming that basically, oh, I burnt so many calories, blah, 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 blah. Stanford is a conspiracy. That's true, Daily. We already kind of debunked this last time. But I would just be really freaking careful what you do with these wearables. Unless you guys are wearing a high-level watch and you guys are wearing a high-level heart rate strap, I would say it's shit. And if you're wearing a Whoop, find a building, jump off of it. That would just be my 2 cents about being a high-level athlete and trainer. I don't know how I feel about this one. Wasn't really what I wanted to talk about. Let's see about this one. Oh, this is a good one, but we'll talk about that later. I'm not going to lie. This one got me going. The Canadians booed the Americans' national anthem during this international game. 3 fights started in the first 9 seconds of the game, and then the Americans beat them 3-1, which I think the Americans later in the tournament lost in a shootout to Canada. You know, respect. Americans pretty much dominated everything. We got them up on 1. But let me just tell you something. You boo the national anthem, you might as well have spit on my mother. You're going to get fucked up. And the fact that we stood up for ourselves and beat the living shit out of the Canadians in fisticuffs in their own sport and then beat them points-wise through their faces on the ice, I respect that. I respect that hockey is still the only sport in the world where speaking with your hands, the body language of love, is still allowed to be communicated amongst men. It's tradition. It's beautiful. It's sport. It's part of their sport. It's not even barbaric. It's just the language of love. It's how we talk to each other on the ice. Now, when I say we, I've never really done that. But if I was on the ice, I'd fuck up a Canadian for sure. But beautiful. Don't boo the national anthem. Just saying. Get your ass kicked. Ooh, that was offensive. Yeah, there's a lot of angry Canadians, dude. There's a lot of angry Canadians. Oh, dude. This has got to be the greatest horse video I've seen in a while. Boys, line up. Wash your eyes out. Now, clearly, this is a horse race full of a bunch of backyard idiots. Now, just because you're having a good time with your friends does not mean you can take your eyes off of a savage beast. Never trust a horse. You guys know the house rules. Now watch this slow motion right here. Pay attention. Homeboy, body destroyed. Now, have you guys ever seen like those parking lot things where the cars are like doing the donuts and stuff? I wish I could go back. We're going to have to watch it again, guys. We're going to have to watch it again. When the cars are doing like the donuts, the spin outs and stuff, and all of a sudden there's that one homie who's not paying attention and the car just clips him. That guy doesn't even get nearly that messed up. He does maybe 1 cartwheel. I want you guys to count the cartwheels here. Free builder for the person who can guess the amount of cartwheels he does. Whoever says it first. I'm going to guess 3. Guy in green. Right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think it was 4. 3.5. Destroyed, though. Assassination. 3.5. I think it goes to Blake. Blake, you're the winner. Blake, you're the winner. I'm just saying, Blake, if I had $1 billion check, it'd be yours. We don't have that kind of money. We're actually bankrupt. We need money. We're suing you. 3.5. If anybody can contact Blake, get his information, we'll send you some free builder. But that dude's dead, so toast to him, guys. That's what happens when rugby players get hit by a football player. That's true. I don't know if you guys saw that. That was like one of the most shared videos we've ever had in the history of our show. A lot of rugby players were pissed. This is crazy. So this dude named Bassett NIL, this is why I don't really like NIL, and I kind of like NIL. This dude, Bassett NIL, beat a national champion as a high school wrestler. He's beating Penn State college national champions. So the dude's a beast, and he's like a boy. Like, he doesn't look like one of these kind of macho men. He's still got that boyish body. He's got that soft, tender boy meat where he just look at him. Look at that boyish face. He hasn't come into his own, really become a savage yet. And when he does, makes that transformation to like Super Saiyan, we're all in trouble. But supposedly, here's the deal. He's a Pennsylvania boy. Everybody assumed that he was going to roll it through the ranks and go to Penn State and go wrestle for them. Penn State is like undoubtedly has been this like iconic muscle house of just domination. They've won the national title in the past 10 years. I'd say the majority of them. Iowa, supposedly a billionaire from Iowa, has paid this kid $5 million in high school to just sign on for Iowa. There's two ways to look at this. One, that's insane that high schoolers are now getting paid $5 million from sports like wrestling. That's bigger contracts than you're seeing for football teams. And now you're going to start to see universities. I think this is happening in Utah with BYU. The guy who owns the Utah Jazz is now dumping tons of money into BYU to recruit like the most insane teams ever. You're going to start to see these super universities, and it's going to make the experience of being a college kid so much crazier, not only from the standpoint of money, but just from the standpoint of just like, holy shit. It's going to be insane to be a part of a university where they're only recruiting the best godly athletes on the planet. But what? That's so insane. So insane. Yeah. I love that you guys are all Blake. We don't know where Blake went. This is one of those kind of things where Blake gets into the parking lot and someone kills him for his ID so they can get free builder. By the way, I've been drinking gallons of builder since I've been here because it is so effed up hot. Iowa also did a better job recruiting. The coaches were at his house and helped him shovel the driveway during a snowstorm. That's not recruiting, dude. That's creepy. That's downright creepy. If another grown man comes into my driveway and shovels it for my son, first of all, I, as a man of the house, feel disrespected that someone's touching my tools. Second of all, I'd beat my son. I say, you get out there, boy. And not because I want to be tough on my son, it's because house rules. That's our driveway. You don't come in here touching my shovel. No one's allowed to do that. $5 million, that's not even a recruitment conversation, Augustus. What kind of bullcrap story is that? It's $5 million. Do you have HRV and lactate and inform your training? No, I'm not an idiot. Ryan Smith is dumping money into BYU. Yeah, Blake, the likelihood that you're going to make it through this conversation and not die and having someone steal your ID, 0, dude. You're dead. All right, let's go back to horse videos. What is this one? I don't know if this is true or not. Somebody Google, I found an article about a woman climbs up Everest to prove that vegans aren't weak and then she dies. Is that true? Can somebody Google that while I'm bringing up horse videos? Don't make this difficult for me, guys. I'm trying to make this show flow now. Ooh. Honestly, guys, this has nothing to do with horses dominating chicks. It just goes to show that I think the Chinese might do it better. This is what's called Mongolian horse training. You guys remember that video where I showed you the guy tackling the horse? This is just a young wee lad. No seat on top of the horse, whatever you call that, a saddle. Dude's just raw dogging it. Look at those supple hips riding that pony. I mean, the pony does look a little bit tiny, but look at that. That's when you know you're a man. You can just conquer a beast without having to put a seat on top of it. I tried to ride a pig once. Beat the living shit out of me. Beat the shit out of me. Ooh, this is graphic content. Ooh, this one's good, guys. Sheriff was on duty and later discovered to be riding a man's horse. Yeah. So watch this. This is a sheriff, a man of the law, riding a horse, and the horse killed him. I don't even know what to say. I'm kind of speechless here. And that horse probably didn't get arrested, which is kind of lame because if I did that, I'd be in jail right now. Just saying. Oh, dude, this is crazy. This is crazy. This is the downfall of society and health and fitness. So, like, I've been long time arguing that trainers and let's just say nutritionists and some people categorically in alignment with that, not life coaches. So if you ever meet a life coach, just jack them in the jaw. Those are people that are kind of what we call like chronic health consultants, meaning like they're going to prevent all of the things that are chronic diseases by getting you to live healthy lives. And trainers are usually the people that get you to move. Nutritionists are the ones who get you to eat well. And then there's other practitioners that are working on kind of things like your whatever, any kind of like ailments like, you know, 𝗕𝗵𝗸𝗁 syndrome, something like that, a PT therapist, whatever. Now you're seeing big companies like F45 are making partnerships with health providers to sell Ozempic to you. So now you can come in, take Ozempic, and also be a trainer. And I knew a girl who helped manage a lot of these large scale gyms inside of LA. And she was telling me that one of the major issues that these gyms were running into now is people were just canceling their memberships because they're on Ozempic. So now these gyms are partnering with companies and selling you Ozempic right as you walk in the door. In my mind, Ozempic, I watched it happen to some people that are very close to me. They're taking it and it's making them look way worse than they were before they got on it. Ozempic is known to be taking away all levels of mass, bone density, muscle density, and fat density on your body. I don't have the exact numbers on that, so don't like quote me, but it's not good. And the fact that gyms are doing this now, we're in trouble, guys. That's why I say log into house training, take Strength X2, lift heavy, throat punch horses. You guys know the deal. Oof, this is another one. 42% of Americans are obese and 4% of Japanese people are obese. And they're saying that a large part of it has to do with now Japanese schools have a member of schools that basically are a studied nutritionist. All of the meals that are served to you in schools are designed by nutritionists. It's kind of like what I was just saying with that Ozempic thing. People, shit's getting weird. The Japanese are beating us again. We took them out in World War II, and now they're beating us again. Oh, by the way, this is a 3-year-old CrossFitter featured in the Dove commercial. Just letting you know, that's what most CrossFitters look like when they're full grown. I just wanted to get that off my chest. That's a conspiracy theory. You guys aren't ready for that. Oh, yeah. Fuck. See, this is a professional. Ooh, I don't even remember this video. Look at all of his friends who just suck at wrangling horses as he's getting mangled. Yep, he's still on there, boys. This is a full rodeo. Dude's arm's gone at this point. Oh, wait. 3 or 4 guys decided now was the time to show up. And his friends on the horses, by the way, are still not doing anything. Oh, wait, what's that? He's still getting dragged around. Oh, what's that? They still haven't slowed the horse down. Oh, these 4 people are going to show up. Oh, 5. Oh, what's that? He's still getting dragged around. And by the way, you guys, remember that video I showed you before with doing the horse double leg? None of these people have tried it yet. Just saying. Just saying. I would say that there's a likely chance that Ozempic is going to sponsor High Rocks and me soon. I might need it. Dude, I do like that video of the horse or the whale eating that kayaker. That's true, Grayson. That Forbes Money episode from back in the day, the fire. What's the Forbes Money episode? Who knows? Are you talking about with Mike Hosanian? Good friend. Good friend. Yeah, Grayson, I'm glad that you're in the jacuzzi. I'm not wearing any pants either. And that's not weird. It's just too hot to wear pants here. I'm telling you guys right now, the Down Under is the place to be. This is probably like the best fitness community I've ever been a part of. I'm having a good time too. I'm having a damn good time. I am not able to work out 90% of the day because it's too damn hot. But I will tell you right now, I'm having a damn good time. Let me go back to these show notes. Nope. Already been there. Oh, this is, oh. That's a really good one. Fuck, dude. Matt Vanderpool. Killing it. Okay. We got 3 notes that we're going to end on, and then I got to get out of here. Actually, I'm probably just going to, so back in the day when I was living in Colorado and I was like broke, super broke, I was training for CrossFit. This is 2019. We like didn't have a house with air conditioning. So what we would do is I'd take showers at night and I would basically wrap my body in a wet towel, and then I'd wrap another wet towel around a freezing cold protein jug like this, and I would hug onto it. And it was like my version of air conditioning. We have 2 air conditioning units in this house right now. It's so hot here that it doesn't do anything. It doesn't do anything. Homeboy dropped off an extra air conditioning unit to us the other day. It still doesn't do anything. No fucking way that vegan story is true. Can you put that in the show notes, dude? Let me look this up. Vegan climber. Wow. What an idiot. Let me read this for a second. Wow. Well, I'm not going to say that I'm happy that this happened, but this is one of those kind of things where it's like you kind of should have stayed in your lane. An Australian woman who set out to climb Everest to prove that vegans can do anything died Saturday after developing altitude sickness. She was 34 years old. She reached the final camp of the summit before she and her husband, both vegans, suffering from high altitude pulmonary edema, which causes fluid buildup. Yeah, that sucks. Her husband survived. Yeah, I think that was probably a bad idea. I'm not saying steak necessarily would have saved you, but I guarantee that if you knew that there was a steak at the bottom of the mountain, you would have got off it faster. When you guys are getting off the top of the mountain and only knowing that there's potentially tofu or tempeh at the bottom, it's not really worth going that fast. So, just my 2 cents. Just going to say that. Life's good down here, guys. I'm going to leave it on that. Racing Saturday to cook it up. I thought that I would be racing against James Kelly. I don't think he's going to do it. I think he's gone belly up soft on me, boys. And so I was planning on racing against him. So now I'm racing against Woolley. Woolley's a talented athlete. But I'm definitely going to grease that dude pretty hard. And then I don't know what the hell is going to happen out there. It is so hot. This is hotter than Nice by a lot. And then Sunday, I want to really kick some ass with Joanna and see if we can just smash some really, really good times as far as that doubles go. I mean, I'm fit. I'm wicked jacked, dude. You should see the weights I'm pumping right now, dude. I've been back on that Ultimate Engine program. I've been back on Strength X2. Creatine, by the way, it's God's gift to earth. It's so good. Mixing it with citrulline so you get that sick pump. God, it's nice. I think Ricky's going to race, but I don't think Ricky's competition. No offense, Ricky. You know, you're a CrossFitter. Let's go, baby. But you should. I mean, Ricky's got, as far as like high-level CrossFitters go, He's got the best time. He ran a 61 something. That's pretty good. It's good. You know, he beat Nick Bare's first time. He beat what the hell is his name? Sprague's first time. Creatine does help that energy system, but the biggest ATP comes from the oxidation of fat. So once you get your shit together, Grayson. Yeah. I've actually been writing a high performance nutrition guide for house training. It should be done in the week or so. I think a lot of people are just super confused. Like I've been doing some seminars down here, just sitting with people. And I just am so amazed by how many people are super confused about, like, I was thinking about this the other day. People have been wondering what the difference between hybrid training and CrossFit is. So a couple years ago when I was studying to go to the CrossFit games, I saw that basically CrossFit games workouts were 7 minutes on average. And being a hybrid athlete is usually doing like a super heavy lift and then doing something that is like high rocks plus. So you're using very different energy systems. So where a CrossFit athlete is so much more in the anaerobic system and a hybrid athlete's usually in the phosphatage system and the oxidative system, that's the difference. That's the difference. Like you still need to have the abilities to do both. And obviously CrossFitters tend to be a lot more skill-based capacity. People just don't get it. And like the reason why CrossFitters are different than hybrid athletes is because, and you're going to see different bodies because they have different goals and they're using different energy systems and they have different muscular systems. It's a reason why the average height of a CrossFit male was like around 5'9" at the CrossFit games. And you're seeing the average height of a high rocks male is over 6 feet tall. So it's very much so different body types, different energy systems. And I've been writing about it in this book about the needs and the results of what ends up happening when you're training an energy system, how you need to fuel an energy system. And a lot of these people are just, they're just stupid. And I don't mean to say it in an insulting way. It's just they don't care to research it at all. They go on TikTok and they watch these influencers who technically are these people that are also racing alongside of me at High Rocks events now. It's the person who has the biggest following who tends to have the biggest impact. And then they just immediately follow that fueling protocol. So, yeah, you just got to be careful, guys. Like, do not, like, I would follow somebody with a PhD faster than I follow somebody with a six-pack. All of my coaches, for the most part, do not have six-packs. They're too busy sitting on the couch, reading all day long, and coaching and researching and doing the real work. When you tend to have somebody who's got a six-pack, not saying that this is everybody, but they're so much invested in their physical output rather than their analytical output, just be careful. Let's see what you got in the show notes here. Tricky Ricky. Dude, I do love McDonald's. I had some just the other day. So juicy. If everything goes well after this season, I'm going to be in the boat starting to train for the Olympics. I'm a physiologist, and this all makes complete sense. Daly, are you bullshitting me right now? Because I will find you in a parking lot, and I will take your shit out. You shouldn't trust me because I have a six-pack. Yeah. Yeah, dude, you're a urologist, dude. Let's be honest. You're stuttering dude's wieners. Loser. I think Australian McDonald's is honestly not as good as what I want it to be because it's the temperature of the room. So understand that when you, like, let's just say you take a beer and you put it in a hot room and then you sip on it compared to a beer in a cold room where it's just been staying cold. Like you guys know the Coors Light, when the Rockies are blue, it's ready to drink. That's how it feels. Like having hot McDonald's down here in the hot sun, it just doesn't hit as hard. So that's where I'm kind of feeling my emotions are all mixed up, boys. Motions are a little mixed up. Yeah. Well, I had a decent time. I'm not going to lie. Technological advancements I don't even know how I used to do a podcast on this thing because it's so much easier when I have all the gear. Unfortunately, here's the shitty situation. I'm not going to be home for almost another 30 days. So you guys are going to have to get used to this shit. But if you guys want, I will do another podcast with my dad before Brisbane, and we can talk about all these weird things that I've been researching. And let me tell you, it's super weird. And if we got answers to all this, guys, we probably have to get our swords, and we'd have to charge some kind of capital because it's all making me kind of believe that we've been lied to. Dude, the conspiracies are heavy. Super heavy. Yeah, you could DM me, Blake, but we're going to need to have some kind of verification. And we also need to know what country you're in, brother. If you're not in a country that we ship to, all of Europe, all of the UK, all of pretty much the United States. If you live in Papua New Guinea, you're shit out of luck. If you're in Australia, I'll give you a scoop of mine. By the way, these guys don't have almost anything down here. If you're trying to start an e-commerce platform and like launch a business that has to do with fitness, high rocks, hybrid, running, lifting, bring it down here. You could be a billionaire overnight. Also, guys, I always got to say this. I got to thank my team. Tracy and Alana are the queens of the earth. They are amazing. If you guys want anything to do with house training or builder, any of our products, we are launching a new product. It should be here in less than 8 weeks. Should be here. And also, guys, you should have a new flavor of hydro in the United States in less than 8 weeks. Everything's staying the same over in the UK. We're launching all these new verticals in the United States. If it goes well over here, we're going to bring it back over to the UK. I've really been working on these things for a long time. There's stuff that I use, but I always really like to test the market and see what everybody's into. I like to go to gyms. I like to see what people are putting in their bottles, and then I like to do better. So if you guys are looking for it, dude, go to Builder Sports or builderinternational.com. If you're looking for products that are going to help you with your guys' training, whether it be just looking damn sexy or crossing a finish line faster, we got the products for you. And then last but not least, guys, everybody at House Training, I'm super grateful for all of our clients and participating. We've got one-on-one programming now, so I've been coaching some people on the side. That's been really fun to get involved. And again, it's made me really think a lot about just exercise and breaking down all the programs and helping people specifically. And last but not least, guys, if you want any help, go to housetraining.com, check it out. Thank the girls if you're in touch with them because they're the ones who basically start everything from the bottom to the top of your experience. I'm just the guy who creates all the workouts and has all the thoughts and tries to bring you guys fun content. These are the girls that make it all happen. So thanks to them, even though they were incredibly lazy this morning as far as getting us logged into this, we had a pretty good show. I'm out, guys. Have a great morning, night, noon, wherever the heck you are. I'll catch y'all soon.